Okay, friends, let's continue with your database connectivity from your Visual Studio 2008 to SQL. So, this was your previous example of your, or can say, we have created an application just by dragging and dropping some of the components, and automatically data set got created. This employee binding source got created, employee table adapter got created, all these things got created automatically. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are not going to uh, work with your binding navigator now. Just the thing is that we are going to work with your data grid and how to get the data into your data grid without using any type of, sorry, without using any type of wizard. Okay, just we are going to hard code those things. Let's create a one more form. Okay, and let's have some buttons here. Let's change the text property of it. Retrieve data, and this is for your upgrade data. Okay, and let's take your grid. Okay, so this grid is empty. I'm just going to retrieve a data on the click of the button and update the data on the click of the button. Okay, so let's double click on the button. Before double click after clicking or double click on the button, we have to work with your SQL connectivity. Okay, so we have to import one of the class or the namespace, I can say import system data dot SQL client. Okay, and we'll be needing some of the uh, we'll be creating some object of some of the classes. Okay, so that will be your SQL connection. So we will be using the SQL connection for your SQL connection string. Then we'll be using some of the other things also. Let's see what things we are going to see. Oh, okay, so let's declare connection string as new connection string, or this is your SQL connection string. Okay, this is a SQL connection, and this SQL connection string accepts a parameters which is nothing but this is the constructor which has been created inside your SQL connection class. Okay, so what should be the connection? So previously I told you how to get the connection from your how to get the connection string. So let's see how to get the connection string. Okay, it is not a namespace, it has to be written inside the class. Now let's go and let's go for your connection string from let's use your data set. Let's go for the property, or I can say people adapter. mm, Let me research on it how we can get the data string. I just need a connection string here. Okay, if you are not able to see the connection string here, you have this connection string here on application.config. Okay, you can go here and you can copy this connection string. Okay, now paste it in your. Okay, so this is your connection string. Now after creating the connection string, I'll be needing a data adapter. So let's use a data adapter, because you know what is the use of your adapter, data adapter. Okay, let's see. Add da as new SQL data adapter, and this data adapter will accept a query. Okay, see, this is your select command, which will be the SQL command which will be used for your SQL data adapter. Okay, and this data adapter will work with what, which should work with your connection string, and this connection string can can be used as a string, or it can be directly used as a CS, because the CS consists of SQL connection. Okay, so this is the constructor which we are going to use, the command, and this will be your SQL connection. Okay, so let's write it down. The query is nothing but select star from employee, and then we'll be using a connection string which is CS, or we can use the connection. Okay, so this is the connection. So when I use this connection, I'll be using this connection for executing this query. After executing this query, I will need someone to store the output of this query. So for storing the output, we know what we have to take. It is nothing but your data set. Okay, so when I click on your button, what should I do? The first thing, I should execute this query, means the data adapter should get execute, and then your data set should be filled. Okay, so I'll be saying fill, we can say, let's use a data adapter, and I'll be saying data adapter to fill your data set, and that data set is having a name ds. Okay, and that ds will be having a table, a temporary table called as temp. Okay, so this da data adapter will execute this query and fill all this output in your ds with the table name temp. Okay, so once I created this ds, the ds has been created. Now let's use your data grid. Data grid view one dot, the data source should be your ds, but in ds what I need is the tables, because dataset can have multiple tables, and this table is having a name temp. See, many of the people have the confusion. See, the name of the actual table is employee, but whatever the records I'm going to fetch, I'll be storing that records inside a table temp, which is inside your ds. Okay, so when I retrieve the tables from the ds, I should specify the name which is same which we have written before filling the ds, uh, at the time when we are filling the ds. Okay, now let's see. Let's go to your my project. Let's start a form. Let's change the starter form. Let's click next. Okay, it got updated. Clicked again. Oh, it is getting means it is getting appended. So why it is getting appended, let's figure it out. Okay, so thing was that data ds was previously been filled with your data adapter. Okay, the data adapter is going to execute this query and just going to give the data to your ds. So ds is filled. When I click on the button for the first time, at the first time the ds will be filled. When I click it again, the ds was pre-filled, and it is going to again fill it. Means the data will be redundant inside it. Okay, so if you want to, uh, if I can say, this should not, I will say it should work as your the normal query works. Even if you fire the query as many times, it appears same. Okay, it doesn't get appended one one below the another. So for doing this, what we are going to do, before filling the ds, we are going to clear the ds. Okay, it is nothing but a data set. Now let's see, does it works? Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, oh, it is also allowing me to edit. So let's use a mark 1 here, and let's use a bliss 1 here, and let's update here, or I can say I've clicked somewhere here. The thing is that I think it is got updated, but this didn't got updated. It is inside your temporary ds. Okay, when I click on the retrieve data, it is going to, the actual data which has been saved, it will be missed. Okay, or it will be lost. So what should be the procedure for storing this data? Okay, so before going to storing the data, let's see one more thing here. After retrieving the data, I am getting an employee id, which is the same name. Okay, the same name of the table column which I was having in sql. Okay, I don't want these names, I just want to replace these names with my new names. Okay, I know there is a 5 columns here. If you want to do all these things, you can also do these things using your adding the or changing the header text of your data grid. Okay, let's use a data grid. Data grid view 1 dot, I can say, columns dot text header, or header text. Okay, let's see. Columns, then, oh, what is the index of that column? That is the 0th index of the column, and on the 0th index I am just going to change your header text, and that header text will be your employee id. Okay, so I'll be just doing it for one column. You'll be able to figure it out what is going to happen. This is then changed to your employee id. Okay, so this is how you can change the uh, grid column name. Okay, rest of the things will work same. Even clicking here or clicking here, this will be all rearranged. Okay, so now let's see our how to update all those things. Okay, the thing is that now I want to update all those things, right? Means whatever we have create, whatever the changes we have done in your data set, we have to just update this data set in your actual employee table. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. Just click on your button 2. Now when I click on the button 2, I'll be taking help of your sql, I can say it is your command builder. Okay, so let's use a command builder class, dim command builder class as new sql command builder, and this command builder has no constructor, I can say default constructor plus your one more constructor which will accept your data adapter. You can also set this data adapter here itself. Da means this command, sql command builder, will work for your data adapter da. Okay, so let's see how I can update this uh, data set to your actual database. Okay, so let's see, let's use c, I can say sql command builder class dot, I will say get update command. Okay, so I'll be retrieving the update command. Okay, means this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to call this method which is called get update command from your uh, SQL command builder. Okay, and this command will be taken from your data set, or I can say uh, data adapter. I can also say the data adapter can give you all these things. Data adapter, then I'll be saying update command. I can say, so what this thing is going to do, see, cbo.get update command, it will get this command from your update command, that the update command will be given from your DA. Okay, so let's see what is the error here. Data adapter is working fine. This is the update command. Update command dot command text should work. Oh, I got it. What we did, uh, this SQL command builder knows what is the command to update, insert, or delete. Okay, the thing is that I'll be retrieving the command from your command builder, and I'll be setting that uh, update command to your data adapter. Okay, so it is just like this: data adapter dot update command is equals to your cbc dot get update command. Okay, so let's see what is inside your get update command of your cbc. Okay, so let's see. This is having update employee. Okay, it means say this, he knows it what to update. He's saying update employee and set employee id at the rate p1. These are the parameters. Okay, this parameter will be passed to your actual database, or I can say this parameters will be passed to a data adapter, and this data adapter will be retrieving the values from your actual data set, and then it will be passing those values to your actual database. Okay, after doing all those things, what I have to do, I have to say this data adapter that you have to update all these things. Okay, you have to update these things, but you have to update what? You have to update your data adapter. Okay, data adapters tables, not data adapter, data set tables, and which table I want it to be updated. Okay, so it is accessing the table with the default table, or I can say I can give the index number of the table, or I can give the name of the table. What table we have created in your data set is your temp. Okay, so what is this going to do? This data adapter is going to update the actual database with your data set. Okay, means the changed data set will be sent to your actual database and it will be updated. Okay, let's see. We have retrieved. Let's write mark1 and bliss1. Let's update it. This is the query which is going to update your actual database, and it got updated. Now let's retrieve it. Even if you close the connection, if you close your application, if you restart the application, these things are going to update. Okay, let's remove this thing. Okay, okay, this was your a small next session of your database connectivity, okay, which we have used SQL connection, SQL data adapter, dataset, and SQL command builder, which we have used it for updating the uh, dataset, updating the actual data with the dataset. Okay, so it can data adapter can work for your insert command also, and even it can work for your uh, delete command also. Okay, so both the things will be work, and even the CBC will has a can also get insert command than your delete command. Okay, so all the things will be work, all things will work. Okay, bye bye, thanks.